Hey folks, here Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to not a Thursday live stream, a Monday live stream, I know. But I'm sure everyone was surprised by the market movement today. You might have read that in the news as well, the prime reason for the market up move. And that's why I thought of, I was pretty much busy throughout the day, so I thought I should do a quick live stream and tell that what was the key reason as to why markets went up today. And is there a chance that market might further keep on rallying for the next few days / weeks / a month maybe? So for that, we need to understand what happened early in the morning India, because of which the gift nifty was also showing almost, I think, a 350 or a 400 points gap up opening. It's mainly because of the USA-Iran peace deal, which may get signed on Friday. Rather than a peace deal, we can also say it to be an MOU, a memorandum of understanding between Iran and USA. What happened was, okay, I'll show you his tweets on the Truth Social, so that you get to know that how can a person twist the story in such a short span of time. See, today morning when I took the screenshot, what does he say? He says, congratulations to all. Okay, I hereby fully authorize the toll-free opening of Strait of Hormuz and simultaneously herewith authorize the immediate removal of United States naval blockade. Ships of the world, start your engines, let the oil flow. President Donald J. Trump. So when I read this, I was like, "Oh, wow, wow, kya baat hai?" Seems that the deal, of course, not signed, but deal has been agreed upon. And immediately the Strait of Hormuz is opening, or what? Even I was surprised. How is that so early, so quick? And within next 1 hour, there's one more tweet which says that with the opening of Strait upon signing of the deal on Friday. He says 11 hours ago when I took the screenshot again, it was like immediately authorize the immediate removal of US naval blockade. Ships of the world, start your engines. And here he says, Acha, very nice. We are now opening the Strait of Hormuz upon the signing of deal on Friday for the purpose of mine removal. Oil will flow on both ends again for the region. Nice. So that is how we have seen leaders, change their statements so fast. But anyways, right now what we get to understand is that there is a chance, there is a probability that this Friday the MOU might be signed, and there will be some preconditions, there will be some points of discussion based on which this peace deal will be signed. Okay, are they saying that we are going to stop the war forever? Answer is no. They are saying temporarily we are stopping this war. It's a halt rather than completely stopping it. It's kind of a ceasefire that we talk about, and where both parties have agreed that we will not attack each other. So Iran will get benefited by end of direct US military operations. US had laid the naval blockades that will be removed. What USA will get is overall again their military bases across the Middle East that will now not be targeted. Key oil route, which is the Strait of Hormuz, that will be reopened after this deal is signed on Friday. And Strait of Hormuz reopening is right now the most important point, which I think everyone across the globe is looking at. And I mean, the fun fact, right, that even before this war started, Strait of Hormuz was opened. It was working very nicely, but now everyone is waiting that when will this Strait of Hormuz reopen. But anyways, after the peace deal gets signed, at least for a period of 60 days, it is expected that none of these countries will attack each other. Strait of Hormuz will reopen. Commercial ships will start moving normally. US will also, remove all the naval blockades, and things will ideally start to get back at a normal phase. Okay. Now, what is again very important, we must understand that there was one very important point because of which these peace talks or peace discussions were not really going well. And the important point here is what about their nuclear program. So it's a very nice article by The Guardian, which I read today. So I just thought I should share this with you. I'm sharing my screen, and this is the third point, which is about the Iran's nuclear program. And very clearly given, a key rationale given by Trump for the war on Iran has not been resolved in the latest agreement. So whatever will be signed on Friday, nuclear program is not a part of that. So immediately, like immediately, both countries will stop the war against each other. Immediately, Strait of Hormuz will be opened starting Friday, right? Similarly, immediately, nuclear program is not going to stop. Okay, so for that, they said that we will keep on having talks. So you can see here, nuclear talks would continue over next 60 days. Trump himself told the New York Times that if Tehran fails to reach a nuclear deal, it could come under fresh attack by the US military. So I think this is one of the most important points, that Iran is wanting to continue their nuclear program. You can see here, Iran has long maintained its nuclear program, is peaceful, and has not publicly committed to giving up the enriched uranium, which is believed to be buried under 3 nuclear sites that were badly damaged by US strikes last year. So basically, Iran is saying we don't want to stop our nuclear program. But Trump is saying that come what may, we are not going to allow that. Iran responded by ramping up its enrichment of uranium, producing more than 400 kgs of material at close to bomb grade purity. Eventual fate of that uranium is likely to be a key negotiating point during the upcoming broader talks. So, what is extremely important is what happens with the nuclear program. If we are able to understand, I mean, if we are able to not understand, if those two leaders are able to come to a conclusion, if they are able to crack this deal, nothing like it. If on Friday they are able to sign this peace deal, I'm sure markets will definitely cheer that, and so did the markets cheer today. It was not only Nifty. I can just quickly share some glimpses of what was the impact because of all these things. See, Nifty, everyone knows today was, I think, a gap up of more than 300 points, I think 360 points. But unfortunately closed in red, just barely a percentage up. But why have I drawn these two lines? This is because this was the level before the war started, 25,100. And this is where we are today. So if this peace deal were to succeed, this is the pre-war level where we were, and this is still 5.5% away, 1,300 points away from where we stand today. So this is again a very important one. UK oil, have a look at this, has fallen down like anything. We are so happy. Crude at 82.88 is fantastic. Well, this was the point before the war started, and if you see, still from here, it is almost 11.5%, almost 12% down from where we are today. And if you are able to reach 73, maybe in a month and a half, still will be extremely happy. Rupee has strengthened last 2 days, and rupee has strengthened quite a bit as compared to even yesterday, almost what, 0.75% almost. Rupee has strengthened, and as usual, gold and silver these days is completely on a decoupling zone. Ideally, when uncertainty increases, gold silver increase. When uncertainty decreases, gold silver decrease. But it's going in the ulta direction these days. Uncertainty going down, still gold and silver is going up. Okay, so that's what is happening. You can see gold is going up, silver is going up. And overall, even if I'm talking about different industries, be it something like paint industry, or be it something like aviation industry, be it something like to some extent tire industry is a big one, but to some extent even FMCG companies, all these will see some positive impact. Okay, so all in all, just to wrap up the whole story for those who joined in a little bit late, why did market move up so much? Key reason is the peace deal, which is expected to be signed off on Friday. Immediate, what changes will happen after that? Iran and USA will have agreed that once the peace deal is signed, will not attack each other. Strait of Hormuz will be opened. Naval blockades will be removed, and this will be done for a period of at least 60 days from there. And in those 60 days, they will try and have some solution over the uh, nuclear deal, or whatever is the nuclear position, what Iran wants, what USA wants. If they're able to crack this, if they're able to come to a solution, that'll be great. That is where the war may end. But if things don't come to a conclusion, then after 60 days, you never know, the war can unfortunately restart. We hope that some solution will come up and markets will cheer this news. Indian economy as a whole will cheer this news, and we all are expecting for this to come up as a positive outcome, and that's why the markets cheered the whole news today. Okay, so I hope, I know this was today during the office hours, only during the market hours, I wanted to do a quick live stream, but it was just back to back in shoots and meetings, so I was not able to do that. So I said, chalo, nevertheless, at least I'll do a short, maybe 10-15 minutes live stream and just explain why markets actually went up today. And the important point that if we are, if both the leaders are able to strike this peace deal, it will be great, because we're still almost 1,000 points plus away from the high, from the point where the war started. So we still have a lot of headroom left. So let's see how markets react to this. I can see some quick questions in the chat as well. Strait of Hormuz, will it be free or tolled? There are a lot of talks that it will be tolled. So ships passing by may have to pay a toll. The two countries have already mentioned, their leaders have already tweeted that there is a possibility that we may collect toll. Petrol price will reduce. I'm not sure whether that will happen right away or not. It seems difficult to reduce right away. Make a video on Vedanta demerger. Ooh, interesting one. We'll try and consider that. Sure. Peace deal could be a game changer for the markets. Absolutely, why not? Yes, of course. What about Nifty? Of course, I did talk about Nifty. On why? Okay, nice to Nifty. Nifty, like I told you, right? Overall, it is expected that if things turn out to be well, then ideally Nifty should keep on rallying. Okay, I think this is it. Gulshan says, thank you, ma'am, for taking my question. Thank you so much. Okay, this is it. This was just a short and sweet live stream. I don't want to stretch it further. Just a quick announcement as well. I have my next batch on fundamental analysis using AI coming up on the 5th of July. What you will learn in this live webinar is how to use Claude, ChatGPT, Grok, and Notebook LM for analyzing stocks, which maybe earlier could have taken like a day. How to do that whole thing in an hour. I'm going to teach you some amazing tips and tricks that I use while analyzing stocks. Whatever prompts that are used in the webinar will be handed over to all the participants of this webinar. I'll teach you how can you use AI to decode con calls, to decode investor presentations, to understand whether management is really walking the talk or not. Very, very important point, how to analyze banks, how to compare banks, because on Screener there is a compare tool, but it doesn't work for banks because there are a lot of different parameters like GNPA, NNPA, NIMs, and total advances, so many more points, right? CASA, all these points are not directly there on Screener. So based on their investor presentation, where you will generally find this information, how can you use AI to quickly compare two or more banks? So all these points which will help you reduce your time of research. Of course, you should know what questions are to be asked. You should have knowledge about basics. All these points will be taken up during the webinar. So anyone who wants to upskill themselves, we'll be putting up the link in the pinned comment and in the description box as well. It's going to happen on the 5th of July, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Also, just in case if you enroll and you are not able to attend, we will be giving the recording of this webinar for 7 days, so that whenever time permits in those 7 days, you can definitely rewatch the webinar, right? So that is it from my side. It was mainly about a quick update of what markets have done today. Any coupon code for the online courses on FANT? Of course, you can use the coupon code CARRYT. You can use it not only for the FATA courses, but you can also use it for the webinar as well. This will give you some additional discount. Okay. So I hope this is clear. And Aptus Value Housing Finance, I've off late I have not tracked it. So any reason why it could have holding it from 265? Okay, but Honestly, of late, I've not checked it, so would not want to comment. Okay. So I hope you have understood the reason why markets went up today. That's it from my side. That's a quick live stream from my side. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.